Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for Access City Council. I'm your host, City of Las Vegas Communications Director David Riggleman. Coming up on this show, a local school combining classroom skills with hands-on tech, plus a new restaurant serving up delicious dishes and a side of hope. Joining us to discuss this and much more is our Ward 1 Councilman and Mayor Pro Tem. You know who it is, Brian Knudsen. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
We are well into the spring, headed right towards summer. It's getting warm, and that means, Las Vegas summer is right around the corner.
I can't wait. Love it. Was it new music coming on?
Yeah. Did you like that?
It was great music. I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice change up.
Very good, very good. So thank you for the approval. I appreciate that. Mayor Pro Tem, Ward 1, like the back of your hand, it's your stomping grounds. For those of you out there not exactly sure where Ward 1 is located, well, don't worry, we'll show you on the map. Basically the heart of the city. Starts really from just west of the downtown, goes all the way out to the northwest. So it's a diverse ward, kind of parallels US 95 to the south and then to the west there a little bit. But again, if you live in that area, work in that area, then you are in the city limits of the city of Las Vegas. And if you're a resident out there, you're represented on the city council by none other than Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knudsen. What do you say we bring in our first guest?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Our first guest is a local principal whose school is committed to building strong relationships and doing whatever it takes to help students succeed. We're pleased to welcome the principal of Cimarron Memorial High School. It's Colin McNaught. Colin, thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah,
we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You've got a unique program, and I think this is one of the things you wanted to talk about, Mayor Pro Tem. You'll have to explain to us what the CTE program is. Talk a little bit about that and kind of the inroads it's making for your students out in that area.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cimarron Memorial High School, our vision is to support each student's Spartan way to and through their next step, and ensuring that we are helping support our students not only to the graduation stage, but then also what's going to happen once they step off that graduation stage and success beyond that. So I believe at Cimarron that career and technical education, CTE, is really a pathway to that next step, right? So students explore whatever program it is and then determine this is the next step I want to take. Now I want to go to college because I know that if I got interested in teaching and training, as an example, I know I need to go to college in order to become a teacher. Right. Other next steps, we particularly choose that phrase because I think college is a next step, but not always the next step. Right. So there's other career and technical education programs, such as video production, such as graphic design. We're actually launching right now an auto shop program as well. That may require a college degree, but also maybe there's another path to that. Right. So at Cimarron Memorial, we offer 15 different career and technical education programs, and require each student to participate in at least one, right? So at least they're getting exposed to whatever that next step might look like once they graduate from Cimarron Memorial High School. And so we're really excited about that opportunity. 95% of my students participate in at least one, and are get that opportunity to explore whatever they want to do next. I actually had a conversation with a student the other day who told me that if I didn't require that, he maybe wouldn't have discovered that he was really interested in digital game development. That's one of our programs that we offer, and he's like, I really love this, and now I realize I need to go get a degree in this in order to become successful later on. And so now I'm interested in our dual enrollment or AP courses in order to go to college. So career and technical education is, for us at Cimarron Memorial, really a pathway to the next step. And so it's important to me that I provide our students plenty of opportunity to explore that.
That's a really unique program. It seemed like when I was in high school, maybe for you too, Mayor Pro Tem, of course, a long time ago for me, but it was geared toward sending you to college. That was kind of the thing. We want you to go to college, but not everybody did. To Colin's point, not everybody made it to college. And went into other things, but how they found those careers, probably not quite as easy as maybe we're making it for them today.
Yeah, and I appreciate it because when I graduated high school, I thought I was ready for college. I was not. And so I've had lots of education, but I wasn't ready between the ages of 18 and 24, and you really do kind of see that with young men in particular. And so providing them lots of different pathways to figure out who they are earlier on is helpful, no matter what they decide to do. And what I saw at Cimarron was a whole bunch of engaged kids and engaged teachers doing their very best to create a community that I think we all be proud of.
Yeah. Colin, are all of the schools in Las Vegas, the high schools, offering programs like this, or is this unique to Cimarron Memorial?
No, yeah, every school in Clark County School District, every secondary, every high school really offers CTE programs, some more than others. You know, our tech schools, like for example, like A-Tech Veterans Tribute, they are solely a CTE school, so that's like mostly what they do there is, and they're generally a little more specialized. A comprehensive campus like Cimarron Memorial, we offer a wide range of those, so like I said, 15, spanning from manufacturing, like I mentioned, some graphic design, digital game development, auto shop, lots of different opportunities for kids to explore different paths, culinary, you know, things like that, in order to allow our students to explore all that there is out there for when they do take that next step after graduation.
What would you say, Colin, is the breakdown between kids that end up going to college and kids going into more of a technical career?
It really varies by school. At Cimarron Memorial, about 20 to 25% of my students go straight into college, which leaves a large portion of them that we have to prepare for whatever the other next step is, right? Whether it's workforce, military, a gap year just to work and kind of figure it out, or trade school or whatever. So I actually have a dedicated counselor at Cimarron Memorial High School. Her entire job is to make sure that every single one of our kids can articulate what that next step plan looks like for them when they cross that stage. Because, you know, when I shake their hand at graduation, what matters to me more is what's happening when they step down from that stage and where are they going next. And so it's really important to us that we have, you know, at least given them the tools they need to determine what that next step might look like.
Yeah, that's really great and wonderful. I mean, to your point, Mayor Pro Tem, back in our day, really it wasn't set up that way so much.
So back in my day, I actually did EMT training my senior year in high school, and so you can see that like it planted a seed in me, and I've been interested in the fire service and emergency medicine my entire life, and I occasionally bounce back, and you'll see that in the following clips, is how much energy I put into understanding our fire department. But it started back in high school when I went through EMT training.
Yeah, good stuff. How many students do you have at Cimarron Memorial?
We fluctuate throughout the year between 2,400 and 2,500. Right now, 2,400, I believe 63. So we kind of move between those two numbers throughout the school year.
Yeah. I noticed too that your robotics team has had some accolades as well. You teamed up with one of the other schools here, the Southeast Career and Technical Academy, and you guys won the big prize, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, another CTE program, like advanced manufacturing is like really where that is rooted in. But the Cimarron Memorial High School robotics team has a long history of success. I would argue, albeit a little biased, but I would argue the best program that in Nevada, for sure. So our team competed in the Utah Regional about a month ago, along with Southeast, took first place. And then again, about 2 weeks ago, competed in the Las Vegas Regional at the Thomas & Mack, and also took first place. So they are heading to Houston in 2 weeks to compete in the national competition. And really what it is it's sponsored by First Robotics. They get some sort of a game at the beginning of the year that they have to build a robot from the ground up in order to accomplish.
Compete in this game.
And this year what they have to do is they have to, it's an underwater theme, so they have to pick up these like PVC pipes, which they are calling coral, and put them on a kind of like a thing in the middle, and then they get points for doing that, and then they have to pick up these like larger balls and put them in a basket, and it's super fun to watch. It's about a 2-minute competition. The first 15 seconds is fully automated. They do not drive the robot yet. They have to program it to do that. I believe it was in the Las Vegas Regional, we won the award for Best Automation segment because we did so well, scored a lot of points. And then the students actually drive the robot for the rest of the time and compete and pick up the things and score the points. And it's really fascinating to watch. As a group I always love talking to that group of kids because they are much smarter than I will ever be, and it's incredibly impressive to see what they come up with. So yeah, super proud of the Cimarron Memorial High School robotics team, the High Rollers.
That's what they're called, the High Rollers.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in Houston in a few weeks.
I got to ask you, so at the beginning of the year, the task is you're going to have to do these things, but do the robots, I'm sure there's like all different kinds of what people come up with is how the best way to approach doing that, to making the robot do what you need it to do. But the robots probably don't look all that similar, do they?
No, they look somewhat similar because there's only a few different things that you can do. But the way in which the team approaches it is always very unique to see. My team actually mentors a lot of other teams in in Clark County, and so we give them some ideas, we help them. We have a fantastic facility for schools to come and use as well. But yeah, and that's what the Alliance selection is all about. So after the qualifying rounds, they then select the two teams, which is why we selected Southeast, the two teams that they think are going to complement us nicely. You know, some might be lower to the ground and they're a little faster, they can pick up things faster. Other teams can play defense a little better, or whatever that may be. So yeah, it's super cool to see what all the teams come up with, and it's a really fun event to watch every year. And so it's actually you're able to watch it online throughout the competition in Houston and any of the tournaments. So it's
you
cool to watch.
Very proud that your students are you know, right at the top of the heap here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when is the competition in Houston?
It's I believe April 25th. Somewhere right around there. It's about a week or two.
Coming right up then.
I think it's next week they head to Houston. So yeah, good luck to them. Super exciting to see.
Keep our fingers crossed for them.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool, right in your ward, you know. Do you know all this? I guess you did. So
I toured through the school about a month ago, and yeah, I find everything about Las Vegas fascinating. There's so many nuggets of really cool things, and I think that's what is great about this show is it's an opportunity to share with the rest of the people watching how great Las Vegas is and jewels that you can find everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And that's what Principal McNutt and the school at Cimarron Memorial High School, and it's not just the team, it's all the students.
Yeah.
Because they're all part of Las Vegas.
True. Colin, what's next for Cimarron Memorial? You got some really unique programs, some kind of cutting edge thing. What's next? What's on the horizon for your students out there?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in providing as many opportunities to our students as we possibly can. When I took over the school in 2022, I believe, my vision for the school is 5 stars in 5 years, because I believe that the students at Cimarron Memorial High School deserve a 5-star achieving school, right? And so our real focus, and we've spent a lot of time working on how to improve our academic outcomes for our students. You know, high schools in Nevada are measured academically by success on the ACT in math and English, and so we're starting to see some gains. We doubled our proficiency in ELA this year, thanks to the hard work of our teachers and our students, and so just continuing that direction, providing, like I said at the beginning, you know, opportunities for our students to explore that next step and take their Spartan way, which for us at Cimarron Memorial is a demonstration of our core values: commitment, motivation, honor, and success, and what that looks like for each one of them to take it to the graduation stage and then beyond. I think that's really our goal as educators, is to support our students in finding success once they leave high school. And so that's what's next for us, just continuing to do that good work. I have an amazing team at Cimarron Memorial that's doing all the hard work to make sure that our students are successful, and looking forward to seeing hopefully 5 stars in 5 years, but you know,
good luck
4 stars works too. Happy to see Cimarron Memorial continue to succeed.
The school is also under an enormous amount of construction, and so that'll be a bright spot is when the construction's done and the next year students get to walk into an almost brand new school.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, excited about that as well.
We've got about 30 seconds left, Colin. Anything else you'd like to add before we have to say goodbye to you?
No, I appreciate the invite here today. Is really awesome. I love coming to talk about the successes of Cimarron Memorial, and you know, I think we have such a unique zone and it's such a unique school, and so the more support we can get from the city of Las Vegas and the state of Nevada, we really appreciate in order to help our students succeed. That's why we're here, and looking forward to continuing that work. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
It's great to have you on the show. Good luck to you. I think the Cimarron Memorial, is in good hands. No question about it. So, well, best of luck to you, Colin. Colin McNutt, principal of Cimarron Memorial High School. We're going to have to say goodbye to him, but will you please stick around? Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, because when we come back, we're going to take a look at what's been happening in Ward 1, plus an upcoming event you don't want to miss. It's right after this.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back, everyone. We are visiting with Ward 1 Councilman and Mayor Pro Tem Brian Knudsen. Mayor Pro Tem, you recently joined Las Vegas Fire and Rescue for a special training that took you to new heights. Let's take a look.
Going through the valley, you'll see a lot of palm trees with what we call a skirt or a beard, whereas the fronds, every year they die and they fall down. all those fronds are kind of woven together, but not necessarily attached to the tree anymore. That skirt weighs approximately 100 pounds per linear foot. So if you have a 10-foot skirt, you're looking at 1,000 pounds.
I think public safety is the most important thing we can do as a city of Las Vegas. It's our #1 priority, and I want to understand everything about it. Also, this is super cool. Not everybody gets to experience life this way, and so I'd like to take advantage of the opportunities presented to me.
Our first line of defense is really our truck companies. They're strategically placed around the valley, and if they can get access to those trees first, that's the best and easiest way to be able to free a worker. If we don't have access, so it's a backyard, there's not access for a truck company, then we need to use a line gun.
Arnold!
A 22 shot line gun that has like a football at the end of it that we can shoot up and over the tree.
Rescue ready? Rescue ready?
We were able to raise them up on one system and created another system off the truck company, using the truck company as a high point. That way we can have the rescuer on a totally different system that they can go down and rescue. And so then it ends up being what's called a pick-off rescue.
Any medical history or allergies, medications?
Nope.
All right, when I get up there to you, I'll give you a giant bear hug, okay?
Okay.
Patient on our system. All right, ready for down slow.
Mayor Pro Tem Knudsen was a great victim, if you will, and we were able to get him up in the tree and then do a pick-off rescue of him and simulate freeing that worker from their system and bringing him down safely.
Ground.
All right. Slago, man, and belay. All right, Ryan. I'll clip you real quick and I'll help you up to your feet. Legs still feeling okay?
Yeah,
All
good.
Perfect.
All right, well, you can catch the entire story on our City of Las Vegas YouTube page. But Mayor Pro Tem, so I take it that you went up there to play the tree trimmer who was stranded. Is that how this went?
The victim. I was the victim. Yeah. I find it fascinating everything the city does, and I love learning new things. And frankly, it was something that I didn't know a whole lot about. And so playing the victim gives you a different kind of perspective to understand everything that our fire department does, and I appreciate the opportunity.
So how did they get you up into the tree to play like you were a tree trimmer?
The harness on, and then they just pulled me up, and I sat it there at the top. They anchored me in, and then they had someone from the TRT, the technical rescue team. They raised him up, and as he kind of attached me to him, and then they lowered us both down together.
Got it.
So it was a fun experience, but also like I didn't know anything about why people end up losing their lives trimming trees and the kind of precautions you have to take. So take that opportunity to share it with the rest of Las Vegas.
Yeah. We had, as we heard in the piece, we had a fatality here a few weeks ago, and I didn't realize that the fronds, those skirt around it, are so heavy.
I never would have guessed. Like it's something you just don't think about. That's what's so amazing about government, in my opinion, and the city of Las Vegas is how many things we do for people. And I just think people should know how great government is. It's fascinating and interesting, and it saves lives.
Yeah, for sure. The tree trimmers get up under that skirt to try to trim off the dead fronds, and the weight of them often will suffocate them because it's so heavy, and in essence almost crush them.
Yeah.
So, but by you getting out there and helping our technical rescue team train, they're going to be better prepared to get somebody down in a hurry if need be. So.
And I'm better prepared to talk about the dangers of tree trimming in the summertime.
For sure, absolutely, for sure. A little scary up there, I got to ask you. I don't know if I'd want to go up there.
My kids asked me if I was scared because I was telling them what I was doing. I'm going to go up in a tree, and I said, "Are you scared?" And heights don't scare me. I'm scared of losing my kids. That's about the only thing that really bothers me in this world.
You're a good dad.
Everything else is it's fine.
Very good.
It was kind of your team gave me a little GoPro camera, and so I sat up there. It's very relaxing, very peaceful. There's nobody that's texting me. I'm just sitting at the top of a tree trying to do my GoPro thing going around. It is very comfortable.
So again, everyone, you'll be able to see that full piece on our YouTube page. Check it out because you'll see that he made it down, obviously, which is a good thing too.
And the team did a great job. People in Las Vegas should feel very safe and comfortable that we have a well-trained professional serving them.
Yeah, for sure. They train a lot, they practice a lot, they take it seriously, as we saw. So good stuff. MPT, I love this too. You visited a new place, ribbon cutting. This is a place called the Bloom and Bistro. And let's talk about this a little bit. You were there for the ribbon cutting of this new restaurant. It serves up delicious dishes, but also a side of hope. Let's talk about that. Again, it's called the Blooming Bistro, and it offers local youth workforce training and development, especially those in need of a second chance out there. And you had a chance to meet with some of the workers there.
I did.
Tell us about it.
Samantha Steele, I'll probably have her on a future show. She partnered with the state of Nevada on receiving some funding, got some grant funding, and then we've been working with her over the last couple of years to make sure that spot is right and appropriate for children, younger people, younger adults who are looking for a second chance, who made some decisions in their lives that put them in a position where they need a little bit of help. And so that's what the Blooming Bistro is. And I would encourage everybody to go out and try their food. It's given those young people a chance to learn new skills. Much like our principal just kind of mentioned, this is their second chance. They can learn some culinary skills, they can learn some server skills, they can learn some business management skills, and we want the community to support them. And it's right there off of Rancho and Charleston in the Smith's parking lot.
Okay, very good.
And Vegas is known for how great our food is.
Exactly.
So we want to get people trained up, and if there was some decisions made that maybe you're not so proud of, everyone deserves a second chance. And that's what this is. It's showing their grit and resilience to, when you fall down, get back up and get right back into it.
These are all young people, as we saw in the video there. Well, good luck to them. How long has it been open? Not very long, I take it. So
a couple of weeks.
All
yes.
Right. Very good. Very good. Go check it out, everybody. And then, boy, you've had some successful events. You had a shredded event that took place. We think about that this time of year with tax season, get rid of the old documents that might have some identity information on there that could be a problem. But you had like over 100 vehicles lined up to do some shredding that
We're at the
day.
Mirabelli Community Center.
Yeah.
It's a great community around there. We did the shredding event, and the special events team here at the city parks the truck out there. People line up, and we go and take stuff out of their trunk and dump it into the bins, and the bins go into the truck, and it shreds it all up. And then we have the marshals are there to collect any medications you might have too. So yeah, those are very popular events throughout the city.
Good stuff. And then on the same day, I believe you had a tree planting event. I'll tell you had like 70 people, again, out at Mirabelli, same place.
With Get Outdoors Nevada, a whole bunch of people, and they did a great job facilitating. Brad Dossler with the arborist for the city. I know he has to plant, I'm trying to think of the numbers, it's 60,000 trees.
60,000, yeah.
So every tree counts. So we're out there planting as many trees as we can, and we have another one coming up.
Yeah. And again, these are trees that do well in the desert. They're drought-tolerant trees, but they also provide shade and a little bit of cooling from just the brutal summers that we have here. So
yeah, we're trying to get as many trees in the ground as we can.
It also improves our air quality as well, having those trees. So cool event. Again, we want to thank Get Outdoors Nevada. They've been a great partner, especially for you, Councilman Mayor Pro Tem. They've been to so many of your events, cleanups in parks, tree plantings, you name it, they've been out there for it. So
it's the best way to meet your neighbors. Go out and find out that people have similar interests, that you care about the outdoors and care about Las Vegas, and make some friends.
Good turnout, 270 people. That's not bad for a day to go plant some trees. So
it was really windy too.
Yeah, I know.
Windy. Everyone was there.
It tends to be that way in the spring here in Las Vegas. So thanks for bearing with the wind and coming out that day. You also had your Brews with Brian. This was back on March 26th. Took place at Bagel Cafe. Big crowd for that too.
It was a little bit surprising. Normally we have 10 to 15 people show up, and we buy them a coffee or we kind of buy them a beer and kind of just talk through the issues and how to make the world better. This one didn't go that way. We had a lot of people from the area around the College of Southern Nevada. The neighbors are anxious, they're concerned, they're scared about a proposal for a campus of hope, which is a transitional housing for folks in our community. It's a $200 million initiative in part by the state of Nevada and by our Nevada Resorts Association in partnership with the cities and the county. But the folks around there feel like it's in their backyard and they don't want it. And so they came out to let me know their feelings, and what I did is I told them I'd take all their concerns, all their feelings, all their emotions, get as much information back to them as I can. And we hosted a second follow-up meeting that I'm sure we can talk about in our next interview, just to make sure people know what's going on, why it's going on, how it's happening, and how myself, Metro, the state, everybody involved is going to do everything we can to protect the neighborhood. and also provide the highest level of service for everyone.
Right. And again, for everyone's clarification, this is a project that's really driven by the state, but it is going to be located within the city limits of Las Vegas.
Yes.
So, yeah. More on that next time you're on the show. We'll talk about that. And then, the Walk for Friendship. This took place on April 6th and 7th. Is that a new event? Tell me about it. What was that?
They're on their 6th year now.
6th year.
It's Rabbi Harlig with the Chabad of Southern Nevada, which is in Ward 1. He organizes the Friendship Circle, which is an organization that serves individuals with Down syndrome. And the Walk for Friendship is about supporting that organization. And so every year he does a great job of getting pretty much everybody out there to support Walk for Friendship and Friendship Circle. We did it at Bruce Trent Park and just had a great time.
Well, good for you. I like that. And Councilman, I also want to mention you have an upcoming event that we don't want to forget here today. It's a big one, Art in the Park, May 10th, Saturday, May 10th.
It's the biggest one we do in Ward 1. It's at Rainbow Family Park. There's a whole bunch of neighborhoods around there. And we want everyone to come out and participate. If you're an artist, now's the time to let us know that you want to sell your goods. Otherwise, if you want to stop by and have a good time, we'll have music, we'll have events, we'll have artists. Come out and have a great time with us.
It's a lot of fun, especially if you're into art of all type. It's going to be on display out there. We always just hope we get a nice, beautiful day, and then it's just perfect.
It can't be too hot, can't be too windy.
Exactly.
We have a lot of those days here,
but
it could go different sometimes.
Exactly. That's just what we want. So again, it'll be Saturday, May 10th from 10 to 4, Rainbow Family Park. That's at 7151 West Oakey. And again, it is our Art in the Park for Ward 1. Well, Mayor Pro Tem, we're about out of time here, but hey, we want to tell everybody out there, we always want to hear from you. So if there's something you'd like to share with Mayor Pro Tem and Councilman Brian Knudsen, you can call him at 702-229-2299 or send him an email at bknudsen@lasvegasnevada.gov. You can also visit the Ward 1 website or subscribe to the Councilman's newsletter. I'll tell you more about how to do that in just a moment. But don't miss our next show beginning on May 1st with Councilwoman Olivia Diaz. City of Las Vegas TV is streaming now. You can catch all of our shows on YouTube at lasvegasnevada.gov. I'm sorry, just cityoflasvegas.gov. You can also watch us online at lasvegasnevada.gov/connect. Good to have you on the show. We'll get you back here in 6 weeks with another update and hear about Art in the Park. We'll get some video of that and see what that looks like.
Art in the Park and Campus for Hope. We'll be ready to talk about it.
I think those are our big topics next time around, no question. Well, MPT, thanks so much. Folks out there, be sure to check out our newsletter. You can subscribe by scanning the QR code at the end of this show during the credits to do that. And thanks for watching us, everyone. We'll see you next time around. Take care, everyone.